This is the LF Bros ER 2.0 diesel heater kit. It comes with a fuel tank, the heater unit itself with the product label sticker. It's the ER 2.0 diesel 40-watt input with a heat output of 2.0 kilowatt. Spare product label, a electronic display controller, remote control, mounting plate, wiring harness, the interior output heat register, the heat duct, fuel line, fuel pump, the air intake tube with air filter, the exhaust tubing, muffler, and mounting and spare parts, installation method, and a controller instruction guide. The wiring harness is laid out, and the connection from the heater to the battery terminal is about 10 feet long, and then we have two separate 6.5 feet long wire that goes to the controller and to the fuel pump. Once the heater is connected to the battery, you'll have a display showing the time. If the display doesn't show the time, you can long press the time knob at the bottom left to toggle it on and off. That's toggling it off. Long press again will toggle it back on. So I'm going to quickly go through programming the clock so you can see how it's done. So when the time is on, you do a quick 3 press of the time button, and that sets it into programming mode. You can dial it to the left once, long press to get into programming mode, and then you can see the hours flashing. That's when you can rotate the knob to the correct time. When you have the correct hour set, quick press, and now you switch to the minutes, and again do the same thing to set the minutes. And when you have the right time, so if you don't do anything, within about 3 seconds, it's going to exit out of the programming mode, and that's how you set the time. Now, to set the hours, the 24-hour schedule of heating, press the timer 3 quick presses, 1, 2, 3, and then you can dial to the hour you want. So for example, if we want to turn on at 7 a.m., tap the dial button, 8 a.m. and 6 p.m., 1800 hours, quick press. And if you don't do anything, you just leave it alone, and it will exit the programming mode. The heater has been set up on outside before installing on the inside. I want to demonstrate how it operates. We're going to start with first priming the fuel line. To prime the fuel line, we're going to hold the power button and the setting button at the same time. And you can see the POLR. So right now it's going to start the priming process. Just wanted to show the fuel. So the fuel pump is pumping, and it's clicking away. You can see the fuel here. Okay, after the priming has stopped, if you're reading a P1 on the screen, that means that there's not enough fuel in the fuel line, so press the up button to start the pumping process again, so you'll see the POLR display again. Before heating the cabin, it is 65.4 degrees Fahrenheit. Once when the fuel priming is complete, the unit will try to start up on its own, and the display will display the temperature. So it's currently set to heat up to 24 degrees Celsius. And if you feel the exhaust, it's warm air coming out of the exhaust. All right, we're inside the cabin, and the heater is turned on. That's kind of what it sounds like. It's very quiet, not that bad. So we're in thermostatic automatic mode, which means that it operates on the temperature. So we've set it to 26 degrees Celsius, and inside cabin is reading 25 degrees Celsius. And we can adjust our temperature by pushing the up arrow or the down arrow accordingly. So push down will lower the temperature, pushing up will increase the temperature. And when the inside cabin reaches the set temperature, it automatically. And then the other mode is in time schedule mode, which uses this dial here. Remember, we do a triple press, 1, 2, 3. And that gets us into the timer mode, and we set whichever hour we want to turn on or off. And the yellow underline underscore underneath the hour means that's the hour that the heater will turn on automatically. Pressing the setting button will switch to power mode. So the power mode is just continuously on. And then back to thermostatic mode. And using the remote, we can also adjust the temperature as well. Down, pushing the plus button goes up. It's not automatically on off by thermostatic control, so you do have to turn off the unit, and by pressing the power button you'll turn off the heater. Okay, so now the heater will turn off, so it'll go through a cool down period. Alright, the heater's been running for about 30 minutes, and it's heated up the cabin to 71.7 degrees Fahrenheit. So the cabin is about 1,000 cubic feet of volume. So it's done a very good job in warming the cabin up in just a short period of time.